Alright, hey, so in today's video, I'm going to do something that I'm going to show you guys how to do, but I would say only do it if you feel comfortable with it. I am not responsible if you accidentally damage the parts to your vehicle, so proceed with caution. But anyways, as I've looked at new vehicle costs, and they are ridiculously high. I never believed that a truck should cost more than $30,000, and even that, I think $30,000 is way too much for a brand new truck. I paid $18,000 for this truck when it was 2 years old, 16,000 miles on it in 2000, and I paid $18,000, and that was a good price, I think. And you know, I keep it running. I've accepted the fact that I'll probably never buy a new vehicle, and I really wouldn't want to, anyways. Even my wife's newer vehicle, that's a 2014. There's some things on there that are just really hard to work on. They're not designed for DIYers like us to work on anymore. You have to take them to a mechanic or a dealership. So, anyways, in the light of keeping older vehicles running, or if you just got yourself an older vehicle and you want to make it look nice, I've got this little tutorial on helping the interior plastic parts. So if you have an older 90s vehicle, or even older than that, like mine, that has plastic pieces to it, you can see that this part of the interior door handle has oxidized. I've already done the passenger side, so I'm going to show you the difference. So this is an original piece. It's oxidized. It used to be this dark gray color, but now it's almost white. But you can see here that is also an original piece, and I just finished restoring that. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this look like that. Okay, so when doing this, definitely take the part off of the vehicle, especially if you have fabric around here, because we're using some high heat, so you don't want to burn this fabric. Okay, if you have a 98 Silverado or GMT truck like me, and you're watching this video for this particular piece on how to fix it or how to restore it, I'll show you. But if you have another type of vehicle, just make sure you look up how to take those parts off safely without breaking the clips. With this particular one, there's a clip here, and a clip here. And you just use a flathead screwdriver. And it just pops out like that. Okay, so what you're going to want to get is a heat gun. I got this one from Harbor Freight. This is the Warrior 1500 watt dual temperature heat gun. Okay, this has two settings on it. It has the low and high, or I guess you could say a third setting, the third setting being off. Okay, we are going to use the high setting, and I definitely recommend doing this in a open vented area, because this is plastic and you're going to be applying high heat to it, so it's probably going to be releasing some fumes that probably aren't good to inhale. What I'm going to do, I actually like to start the heat gun up and get it warmed up before I start the process. So I'm going to give this a couple minutes. Okay, I've had it running a couple minutes. It's nice and hot. Yeah, you can start it cold and start doing this, but you'll get uneven when you start off, so I like to make sure it's got a nice consistent temperature. Now, the key is to move around. Okay, if you stay in one spot too long, you're going to burn it. Let me get started on this. I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing, but I'm going to get started. I start seeing some color change on it. Just move it around, okay? That'll help distribute the heat. see it's starting to get a little glossy right there in that corner. Alright, I'm going to do some more of this, and then I'll come back when I've got some more progress to show. Alright, so it's been about a minute, and you can see how far I've gotten. Just getting the edges here. Just take your time with it. I'll be back with some more progress. Okay, we're here at the final stretch. Got this last bit right here to get. I'm just going to go ahead and even everything out. Okay, we're all done. Now, I would definitely recommend, once you're done, let it set for a little bit, because it will be a little hot to the touch. I mean, obviously you just applied a crap load of heat to it. So, you know, go grab yourself a cool one, a cup of coffee or whatever. Let it cool off, and then we'll go ahead and put it back on. Before we put it back on, I do want to show, I think I was doing this because I was more focused on where my camera placement was, and I had the heat gun sitting in one spot for too long. So if you leave it in one spot for too long, you will get a little bit of this deformation right here, because basically the plastic starts to bubble. But luckily this part is textured from the factory as it is, so it's not too terrible. So you can even flatten out here, because it just got melted so much that it just flattened out. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is, but it's good to show you what can happen. Okay, here we are back at the truck. Got a new piece, nice, cool to the touch. And it just, now it will be a little bit harder to go in because it got some warpage when you were heating it up. That just makes it a tighter fit when it's all done. And that looks much better than it did before. I wouldn't say brand new, but definitely much better than it was. And only took me 10 minutes, only because I was shooting video while doing it. A piece this small, 5 minutes. You know, you got your bigger pieces, you're going to have a little bit more time. But like I said, just make sure that you are moving that heat. And if you don't feel comfortable with this, don't do it. I'm not liable for you damaging any of your interior pieces. An alternative is they do make a interior spray paint for interior parts as well. So you can go with that as well. I didn't want to do that because paint can chip off. I'd rather just restore the plastic. Alright, so thanks for watching.